So I bought this screen door repair kit off of Amazon for I think 12 bucks or so. Great little product. Comes with everything you need except for a razor blade, screwdriver, and maybe some scissors. My screen door had been torn apart over the past 5 years for my dog and my kids. And I'd never done this before, but it sounded a lot cheaper than buying a whole new one, so I went for it. The first thing you do is pop that door off, which if you've never done, you probably ought to watch a video on, but it's pretty easy. Then you take off the little handle part, which is really 3 screws on one side and 2 on the other. Pretty easy. And most of the stuff you can just pop apart or wiggle its way out. Keep in mind which direction things point, but it's really simple, not too mechanical. Getting up that first little bit of the, it's like a little tube kind of deal that holds the mesh in place. I used a razor blade to kind of pry it up gently and just kind of slowly worked it until I got it up. Once you get it up, it's super simple. You just pull that thing out all the way around. I went kind of slow because I didn't want it to break, and I knew it was about 10 years old. I didn't know what the son had done to it. Here's one of my sons helping me with it. I kind of wanted them to see how to do it and see how cheaply you could actually fix something like this on your own. So he's yanking it out, yanking out the last bit. And then you pretty much just rip off the screen, which pretty much falls off of there. Now putting in the new stuff is really interesting. You line up your mesh over the top of your door, and then you just start, with the tool that it comes with, you just start pressing it into place, and you'll actually feel it fall in to the hole when it's in there. It won't be on the top, it'll actually fall all the way in. It's kind of neat. And then I used my son, another son on the other side, to hold the mesh taut, kind of pull on it and keep it in line as I worked my way towards him. The tool makes it easy. I was worried about it bunching up or going on in some way less than straight, but the way it pushes in and grabs the mesh down into that groove, it kind of pulls it tight. So you don't have to be too worried or too anal about how perfectly straight it is, because that tubing stuff is going to actually pull it nice and tight in there. So we just keep doing this the whole way around, working our way around. I'd have him pull tight on the opposite side here, and it made it nice and tight. It looked great. We had one little bunch in one little area, and you can't even see it, and so I didn't even worry about pulling the tubing out, which you can do if you make a mistake. You can just gently pull it right back out and start back over. The mesh is a fiberglass mesh, and it's pretty durable. And here I am just using a razor blade to cut away the excess. You need to be careful which side you cut on, but it pretty much makes sense. So if you make a mistake there, you might need to. But this is threaded through into this where it's going to grab. Does that make sense? And that gets tightened on to that. This is your inside one. There we go. And then we'll tighten on the other side. And that's the door. Turned out great. For 12 bucks, you can't beat it. Got it back on. Now I'm worried my terrier will try to jump through it.